after queen b4 check, black resigned, but he did so in a winning position. Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress with number 13 in the series Resigning in a Winning Position, which is the ultimate blunder. We all like a good blunder, apart from when it is ourselves who blunders, but resigning a position and then finding out you were actually winning, that is indeed the ultimate. I found this game in the book El Último Error by Klaus Trautmann, which I think is a German writer. The book is in Spanish and I'm recording this video in English, but thankfully chess is a universal language. As mentioned, this is number 13 in this series. I put a card up here where you can see the first 12 videos on this very interesting theme. The position on the board occurred in a game which was played in Vienna in 1905. The white player was Josef Krejcik and black was Adolf Schwarz. Josef Krejcik was a master from Vienna, and even though he was better known for being a chess journalist, he had a few outstanding performances in the numerous tournaments he played. He could boast of having regularly tripped up the favorites and candidates for first place. At the age of 20 he participated in a master tournament in his hometown Vienna. In the last round his opponent was the famous master Adolf Schwarz, who had played 4 times against the great Wilhelm Steinitz, the first official world champion. If Schwarz won this game, he would win first prize. As was the spirit of the era, the game was played in both players jumping the opponent's king at the throat. And suddenly Krejcik saw a very strong combination with which he could win his opponent's queen. So let's look at the position. It's a messy position. Black has an extra pawn. Apart from that, both players have queen, bishop and knight. Krejcik is white and Schwarz is black. Schwarz means black in German, so it's appropriate that he has black pieces in this game. And here Krejcik thought he saw a winning combination, and it looks very convincing. He played knight takes c6 check, and the king went to c7, and then queen e7 check. The king cannot take the knight, because then there is bishop f3 check, with a skewer winning black's queen. White wins. So after the check, the king went to b6. c5 check, all forcing moves, king a6, and now if you take on b7 with check, then white wins. Winning position for white according to the engine, but in the game, Krejcik played bishop c8. Also looks very good. Because of the skewer, you have to take the bishop, queen a7 check, king b5, queen b6 check. You only have 2 moves with the king. King a4 is not good because of checkmate. So Schwarz went to c4 with the king. But then there was queen b4 check. It looks indeed like white will win the black queen. Black resigned here. And for Krejcik this was a great moment. He won the tournament, the beauty prize for this game, which helped his troublesome financial situation considerably. But 45 years later, in the year 1950, Krejcik was analyzing this game for a newspaper article he was writing. He then discovered that his opponent had resigned in a winning position. Let's have a look. Why is black winning here? Let's first see why he resigned. King d5 is the only legal move, and then there is knight e7 check. A knight fork winning black's queen, and that's why Adolf Schwarz resigned a move earlier. But let's look further. King e4. Yes, white will win black's queen, but now it's black's turn to play forcing moves with checks. f3 check, and you cannot go to e1 because there is knight c2 check. And now it's black who has a fork and will win the queen back and will have a winning position with an extra piece. After f3 check you can also not go to d2 because then there is knight d5 check. The bishop now gives check to the king and the queen again will drop. Black wins. So after f3 check, Krejcik would have to go to f2 with the king. But then bishop h4 check. King g1 is the only move and there is f2 check. king h2, and black has a new queen. With a winning position, this king is really stuck in a corner and all black's 3 pieces are around it. White will not survive this. Yes, he has some checks. Queen b7 check, let's have a look. King f4, queen c7 check, king f3, queen c6 check, king f2, and white has run out of checks. You can also start with knight d6 check. Will that work? King f3, queen b7 check, king e2, queen b5 check, but then there is d3 and there are no more checks. You can still play queen c6 to cover the checkmate square on g2, but black has a very nice mate in 2. He gives up on the bishop, bishop g3 check, king takes, and queen f2 is a nice checkmate, with the knight taking the g4 square away. So black was winning after queen b4 check, black resigned, but he did so in a winning position. I hope you liked this example and that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel, and please leave a comment. I will read them all and I will reply to them all. If you liked the video, it would be great if you could share it on social media by clicking the share button on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, on Twitter and on Facebook. This is Rick for Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.